honestly, I hadn't thought we'll do 5.
Yeah.
But मेरे लिए it's 5 has always been the इससे ज़्यादा किया तो we'll do it. But if there's no episode 6, there is no podcast.
It took us a while to get to 5. Like I was for 10 days I was in like visiting home, and then you guys got COVID and all.
Yeah.
People have changed.
Yeah.
People have changed.
And our last
hair.
Yeah. That's no longer there.
And he went bald, like he recovered from COVID, and then I met him, and then he was bald. So I was like, "Did you recover from cancer or COVID?"
Yeah.
Or someone told him that if he cuts off his hair, that's how like COVID goes away. That's why Sardars don't have COVID.
Yeah. None of the Sardars. Have you noticed? Manmohan Singh is still there.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Dude,
if you have a lot of hair,
huh.
chance of COVID is less.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't cut your pubes also. That's what I've started doing.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Because we'll get flagged for like wrong information, bro. If we put this
Hey, Joe Rogan puts it out. It's okay. We can't.
So okay.
Flag from whom? The 17 people.
What?
Shit. So what was the recovery thing like? You guys were इसको तो second time हो रहा है, तुझे भी second time हो रहा है?
First time हो रहा है.
First time.
For me it was fuck, bro. Like for me it was कोई ghost चढ़ गया मेरे ऊपर, आत्मा नहीं चढ़ती है. I was like screaming out of pain and fever was extremely high.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was yelling.
I got the strong one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like Omicron.
I don't know if Omicron is. I think I got the basic one, the OG.
But with all the upgrades.
Yeah, the COVID OG. Like a puffed up COVID OG. Like that COVID strain hadn't died in 3 lockdowns. That's the strong one. It's there.
Did you have like difficulty breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty breathing, body ache, smell and taste. I couldn't even tell because I was just on my bed. And I was just on like meds and I would sleep all day. I would sleep like 18-19 hours a day.
Okay. How's jacking off for COVID? I had to bring it up.
It's like a yuck classic. You know how most podcasts have like a sponsor segment? We should just have one like dedicated segment jacking off.
I had to bring it up. And then that's me. I just like had to find out. I'm actually
if you get COVID, right, and you're about to die, about like कि एक jack off में मर जाऊँ, would you still do it?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
See, this is the thing. You're still considering. I'm telling you, you're gonna die. You might die after that. You still like maybe, who knows? I feel like it.
No, but like in the sense, your back was hurting, all that stuff. Okay. Now you can't come out. What were you doing to like keep yourself a little bit?
As I said, I was just sleeping all day.
Yeah.
I would wake up, try and eat something, like be in pain and then go back to sleep. Reply to a few texts if people had messaged me. But otherwise it was just absolutely... Bro, 4 days I have no memory of anything.
Oh shit.
Just sleeping and waking up in that room right there.
You yell every now and then.
Yeah, I would, and this is...
like that, huh?
Yeah, I reached a stage where the pain was
like,
so much.
So every now and then you'll be like, oh, sabji wala.
Shit, okay. I feel left out as I haven't got it. After you guys I got tested negative.
Wow.
I've been getting tested like every 2 months at least.
So that's also the thing, right? Along with long hair, circumcised dicks also have like high COVID immunity.
They have immunity in general, right? Because you're exposed all the time. So
you build immunity towards other external viruses because you have a circumcised.
Did you read that cannabis helps in defeating COVID?
Yeah, I've read it.
I don't know if that's true or not, dude. That's just stoners trying to push
I don't think
for
that's
legality.
True. If it was...
Yeah, like if I was a stoner and I wanted to push for legality, I would come up with some shit like that. You know, it helps with COVID. But it's true, actually.
90.
What are they selling? Tomatoes?
No, clothes.
Oh.
This is the kind of shit Peter Cat would sample.
Yeah. yeah.
Album of the year.
You put one reverb on it and shit.
Like all Peter Cat members, they just wake up at 9 every day and उनका maid आता है कुछ बोल दो ना please.
Sir, पैसा नहीं दिए. And then like the next song is like
उसका म्यूजिक वीडियो भी ऐसा हो सकता है like एक बॉल रूम में एक मेड अकेले बॉल रूम डांस कर रही है Peter Cat song. That's how they make videos.
Yeah, they'll put like sepia, that old school tone with that fucking lines are
Yeah.
going, and they'll put one like make her dress up like Madhubala or something. Okay, what is this IPL remix happening outside? Dude?
IPL sad version.
yeah. Oh my god, that shit is annoying. That triggers anger in me. That whenever I hear, not this.
But this is annoying as well.
This is so.
Oh, he's singing A.R. Rahman. We might get a copyright strike because of it.
He's back.
This is the worst instrument for like a high-pitched song like Ma. It's so sad.
Oh my god, it's like a one person.
This
march
instrument
past,
is like, it's always sounds like it's struggling.
yeah. The fuck, one dude march past her. Like, you know this in Tamil Nadu, if someone, and mostly in South India, if someone dies, they actually have like a ball of a time. You know that, right? They dance around on the street.
No.
It doesn't happen in Kerala.
Okay, so
Not in Rajasthan also.
okay. So
They
in
have a
Tamil Nadu,
dance.
if someone dies, how they do like mourning and stuff, it's not like oh, mar gaya dada. No, they go fucking
Party,
till-
huh?
Yeah, you'll see like a parade of people like dancing, taka 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 taka, and there'll be dudes like with a bottle on their head doing that shit and all.
Doing what shit? Can you do that again? If Vignesh just one reel.
Dance TikTok trend.
Vijit, do this dance once. Come.
So you didn't know this? So
No.
they have like they party, dude. Yeah, they actually party. Once, so when my dadi died, she died, we did, so obviously the tradition is like after you've done the whole burial, everything, you basically feed your neighbors and stuff. You cut a goat and all that stuff, okay? And then like 3 days later, one fat lady rings the bell, okay? Someone rings the bell, we're not expecting it. We open, some fat lady. I heard someone died. That, literally, that's a Hindi mein boli wo. Like in Muslim Urdu, she said like, "Koi mara kate?" I was like, "What? Who the hell are you?" So she came to eat basically. She came
Wow.
to get food for her and her kids, which is like it's weird. Like that I found very weird. You know, like people are active. There are wedding crashes and then there are like funeral crashes in India. Who are just like going to get food and stuff.
Honestly, I've been to funerals with great food. And weddings with
Okay.
really bad food.
Yeah. Okay. So I think weddings. would
And
have
in
better
in
food
like
generally,
funerals, you
right?
can eat the food any way you want, right? And even if you're eating a lot of it, people are like, "Oh, he must be depressed." But
Yeah.
in weddings, someone is always on a camera, recording you, and you have to be careful of how you eat.
Yeah.
And in weddings, you're wearing tight sherwani and shit also.
Yeah.
Funeral.
So as a foodie, you recommend funerals. Funerals. Go for funerals. If you want to have a ball of a time.
If you are someone who just loves food and no one loves you, funerals is the best food I've had.
तमिलनाडु में वो बोलते रहेंगे कि काफी टाइम से पार्टी नहीं किया है, कोई मरा ही नहीं है, कोई मर ही नहीं रहा है.
So yeah, literally there was like a parade happening and I asked me like what's happening, and I thought he would say like it's a festival or it's a political party who's trying to get votes or like it's a wedding or something. He literally just cold. He just someone must have died, and I was like my whole world kind of turned around.
Wow.
This can be done when someone dies, which is kind of liberating actually because I was just like, so now I'm just like, if my family member, someone dies, like, is
They're
it?
having a rager.
Yeah, is it viable for me to walk in with a
Ben Bowman
boombox?
is coming for his aunt.
Yeah, so like walk in with like a boombox and shit, nobody would judge. In Tamil Nadu, I don't think nobody would.
How do you look at death?
Damn.
I see. Like I just went through like a very bad bout with depression. Just last 2 weeks, I was quite crippled. Like I just couldn't. It felt like I was looking at freedom through a hole in the wall, and there is no doors around. That's what it felt like.
Wow.
Yeah. So at that
What
point,
do you want to get into it?
Yeah.
Or do you don't want to talk about it?
I don't
You
mind.
pass through it.
Yeah, now I'm fine.
So what does the hole in the wall analogy mean?
So basically, how it feels, how depression feels like is like you're basically can't go anywhere. So you don't feel like walking around or like you just want to be. I just wanted to be on the bed, just not doing anything. I was coming up with like fake reasons. I had responsibilities in either places and stuff like that. And I was just coming up with fake reasons for me to like just stay there and not do anything. And even like breakfast, no, nothing. I was drinking water. I was eating, but I should eat now. Like that. It wasn't like
Out of a headache, you would eat.
Yeah. Like 4 a.m. I'm making a curry just to like eat because I'm just feeling weak and shit. But literally, if I had to explain it, like it does feel like you're in a room where there's no doors or windows and there's just a hole, and you look through this hole, and that's how you should be basically. That's what I was saying. I should be fit, all that, but it felt like it's so far away or it's not approachable. It felt like there's a wall there to like growth or some shit like that.
It was the perfect time for you to get COVID also, like you could have just gotten done with it.
Yeah, and people always ask like, what's the reason? There's no reason. It's just you just wake up one day and like, that's how I could, as a sound, depression is like, how is it? And that basically, as a sound, that's how I would explain. And there's no reason. Like, my life has it was bad 2 years ago and got bad for a bit. Now it's like I'm in a pretty decent position and stuff like that. But still, it happened. I'm like also not smoking too much weed, or like I'm also not abusing alcohol so much. But it's still happening. So that's what, I don't know. I think I should move on to heroin and see how it goes. Yeah.
I mean, you'll still be in that box, but it'll be damn fun.
Yeah.
Put your dick through it. It's a glory hole. We'll make the most of it.
Yeah, but any new musician or new music or whatever that you guys... I found this guy called Siddhant from Delhi, dude. That shit is fucking awesome.
Siddhant.
Yeah, you should listen to Siddhant. He's fucking good. I just found him out. Fucking good, dude. Like he doesn't have...
What kind of music does he play?
Hip-hop and derivatives of hip-hop, basically.
Like Hasan Raheem, would you put him in Hasan Raheem?
I don't know who Hasan Raheem is. Thank you for telling me. I should actually.
Hasan Raheem is like this artist from Lahore, Pakistan.
Okay.
And he has vibey hip-hop, little bit lo-fi sometimes.
Is
pop.
he like same group as like Farish Shafi and all this?
Farish Shafi thoda hardcore rap hai.
Yes, he's like
But,
a little bit.
yeah, but
gangster.
Hasan Raheem is like if Hari did rap or if Vignesh did rap.
Okay. Like he'll wear like a sweater that has like a banana or like a duck on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Like shades of pink and.
Ha.
Hey, I can spit rhymes, but I am also like.
Yeah, like cute.
I'm in touch with myself.
yeah.
I have a Twitter account.
Yeah. Okay. Like it's not like the rap isn't like gangster vibe. It comes under like more cuteness.
Not gangster. It's more like I didn't finish my homework.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. Can I borrow that tiffin box for 3 days? That's the like that the amount of gangster Hasan Raheem would be. No more.
आप कैसे हैं? That's like I don't know. I did a bad impression of a cute rap.
Mummy, आप कैसे?
That was terrible. I apologize for that one. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like rap is finally like rap culture, rather the culture of hip hop is finally moving in east. So now we're seeing like newer mixes of how hip hop can be. Because during the early 2000s and the early 2010s or whatever, it was very like I need to be gangster to be hip hop.
Yeah.
So you'll find these like IIT guys trying to be rappers and they're like, I'm hard. No, you're not, dude. So now it's actually like you have like legit rappers. So now you're seeing like new styles of rap.
Also पहले क्या होता था? पहले इंडिया में जो भी रैप आता था उसका साउंड फिर भी अमेरिकन या फिर ग्राइम या फिर ब्रिटिश हिप हॉप टाइप ही रहता था क्योंकि मोस्टली इट वुड बी लाइक पंजाबी ब्रिटिश पंजाबी पीपल डूइंग इट और शिट लाइक दैट. सो पर अभी थोड़ा इंडियन साउंड आ रहा है बिकॉज यहाँ के लोग जो यहाँ पे पले पड़े हैं यहाँ का म्यूजिक बहुत सुना है.
Even lyrically, right? Even lyrically, you would have these Indian people saying stuff like "I'm hard" and like I'm not relating this to both hard, not that, but you would see like these non-gangsters just trying to be gangsters, and I don't know where the transition happened. And it's like everything is seeming original. It seems new. It doesn't seem like I felt like I've heard this before. It's not. Like
कॉमेडी में भी तो यही होता है.
Original, dude.
कॉमेडी में भी यही होता है. Like comedians are now trying to do podcasts which sound like हम लोग भी न्यूयॉर्क सीन में हैं. But
I'm wearing like New York hat and all.
Yeah, trucker hats.
Manhattan, bro. Yeah.
अपना सेलर में ना कोई स्पॉट है.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing of mine. Like I wanna, like by the time I'm in my mid 40s, I wanna be in that circuit. That's the top circuit. Yeah, that's where I aim for. Well, comedy I started doing is because like, oh, this I can do on a stretcher also. Like when I'm 80, that's why I'm doing comedy.
That'd be really difficult. Bro.
No, but it's just
You could also be a call center person on a stretcher when you're 80.
Like it's like I just have to speak, right? I don't really have to do anything else to do comedy. So like retirement can come when I'm 100 also, because as long as I have the ability to speak.
But that happens with so many other jobs. How did you boil down? Because if your goal was I want to be on a stretcher and still do my job, the options are limitless.
Like what?
Maybe masseuse, but only the happy ending guy.
How are you gonna give fucking massage on
No.
when
So
you're on a
the
wheelchair?
masseuse gives everything, and then the masseuse like, do you want a happy ending? And the person will be like, yeah. Then they like
roll me in.
And then
My
they
hand
jack
is
off.
paralyzed, so
Yeah.
the guy just places my hand on his dick
No,
and
just
he
jack off,
gyrates.
yeah.
Yeah, and your wheelchair has vibrators, so you
You
move.
also move, the hand also moves.
So that could be one job.
One job for sure.
So, and second job could be you could be a football coach.
How? Please pass the ball. Like how am I gonna be a football coach on a stretcher?
No, you can teach them goalkeeping, right? They
Yeah.
keep you in front of the goal and then keep hitting you with the balls.
You could be an inspiring story, man.
You could
You're on
be
a
biopic for a
Yeah,
biopic,
that's a biopic.
TEDx speaker at 80.
You can be a really inconvenient paperweight also. You can rent.
दादाजी को लाओ मुझे वो notes पकड़ के रखने हैं.
It's like awkwardly they pick you और ये table पे ऐसा लेटा हो.
मम्मी मैं homework कर रहा हूँ 1 किलो टमाटर लेके आ जाना. Then you bring him दादाजी, put him on your notebook and shit.
So there are several jobs as we have established.
Comedy is not that special.
Let's ride out in the night. Oh, won't you grab a bite? And I said, oh, let's ride out in the night. Oh, won't you take a bite?
Yesterday only I was discussing with a friend of mine this only, like how my date game is or whatever, and I always try to, like, whoever I'm trying to like get, I always try to let them lead where this goes. I'm just gonna be cool. That's all I do.
What's your idea of cool?
Just cool. Just like if I'm being made fun of, laugh. You know, like all that. Like don't be cringy. And you get, I don't know how to explain, but in social situations you do run into people who will like maybe try to put you down, or like you gotta keep that humbleness
Yeah.
up there. Like you can't just lose your shit in social situations, especially if you're trying to get with someone. You have to kind of like play your cool.
If you're on a date, right? Some dude comes and like, oh, fucking Aamer, and spits on you.
What would you do?
If he spits on me, then I might have to do a little bit of fight back and stuff like that.
How will you fight that? Like what would you?
I
Will you
know a
spit
couple-
back on him or will you punch him?
No, I know a couple of like judo moves. So I don't throw punches. I don't like do that. Maximum I would do is just like try to like hold them down and just
Just
be like,
dick, huh?
But are you fast enough?
yeah, I'm decent.
Because if they like spit on you and you've not realized, they could have like, they can punch you and run away.
Yeah. First of all, if they spit on me, I'm definitely trying to avoid it. So I'm gonna do like a matrix sweep. And if I do get spit on me, then we have a problem. If he misses, then I'm like, I'm out of there. I'm not coming back and be like, hey, why did you spit on me? All that shit I'm not doing.
Damn,
It's
this
just
sounds like you thought about it a lot.
Yes, of course. Dude, I'm like 6'2", alright? So I'm always assumed that if there's a situation where people are fighting, people always assume that I have to go there and break it up. Because I'm usually the biggest guy in the room. Usually. It's always...
It's too much social
But I think
Yeah.
I can thrash you up, bro.
Okay.
We're taking bets for the next.
Next podcast is a UFC fight.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana White, I'm coming for you.
We should do like a Jake Paul, like JJ type.
We should get
KSI
another
movie.
famous, like we're not famous, but once we get famous, we should do like a podcaster versus podcaster. So like maybe get like Ranveer Alabade versus Aamer. Ding ding ding.
Or like a cook-off. You know, okay, cook-off. He looked at me like, whoa, that shit's gay, dude.
It sounded like cock off. And in my mind it's just wee wee.
Like a pen fight but with dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, being a big guy, I'm always assumed to like be in physical situations trying to stop it, or like I'm not like I
Can you be
always
the
have
middle
a-
guy instead? You just
yeah. Being that guy, or I whenever I'm with like women around, I'm always they're not wanting me or they're not like expecting me to be, but my brain is immediately like, I'm the protector. Like I mean,
that's
just
very unattractive, man.
yeah, that's like a big guy.
So if
Yeah, I
you're
know
ever trying
it's
to get into
unattractive.
Vignesh's pants,
You
never
know what to do.
It's quite unattractive.
Bring some head balm. Don't try to be too alpha.
Listen to Hasan Raheem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, especially if there's like women around, my brain just like, oh, be on the lookout. Yeah, look, if men are like staring at your friend's ass, you gotta be on that.
Then what do
shit.
you do like in that situation?
No, I have to curb it. I have to kind of
Bro,
curb it
it's-
because
it
it's
can-
patronizing to the women.
Right.
It is, and it can like fuck you over as well. I remember this is a time when I was a complete teetotaler, so I would not go to parties or anything in college. But a friend of mine had come down from Delhi, and she wanted to go partying, and we go partying, right? And because I've never been to parties before, and I've only seen Bollywood films. Bollywood films में क्या होता है कि कोई देख रहा है लड़की को तो तू सामने ऐसा खड़ा हो like hero बन के, right? So she was dancing and guys would try to like come close to her and I would just stand. But I didn't realize other people could also be drunk. Not everyone wants to get close to her, right? So I'm just standing like this and a guy like starts grinding me only, bro.
You are the prize.
काम मेरे को नहीं करना, तू देख भाई तेरा independent.
Yeah, once basically like so my thing is, there was a moment when I realized like you're doing like this protection thing is like kind of like it's fucking you up in social situations. Basically, the person that I was like with at the time, we were at like a gig, okay? So they were standing here and their friend, okay, how do I explain it? Okay, I'm standing, there's a circle of people, maybe 5 people. So I'm in this corner and then there is the partner that I was with at the point, and her friend, and then her friend's brother, and then there's like 2 extra people here, okay? Alright, now...
The Last Supper.
Yeah.
That's how they might have
They're
defined
like this. So there's 2 extra people, 2 guys, okay? There's 2 guys, there's 2 new guys are here, and I just walked in and be like, basically, this new guy leaned into my partner at the time, and they said my ex or whatever, and they said something, and I immediately jumped in and be like, yo, ease up on that shit, dude. She's with me. Like,
Oh my God.
that's the first thing I said. Yeah. I literally said those words.
भाई साहब मेरे साथ है.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And then it turned out like...
He was asking for something.
Yeah, like something mundane, like it wasn't
What
even
day
that.
is it today?
Yeah, some shit like that. And I was like, and then I was like, whoa, I'm sorry, dude. I thought you were trying
मसाला
to...
पापड़ ज़्यादा आ गया. Just offering का मसाला. और ये बीच में आता yo.
Yeah.
Yo, lay off that shit.
उसको लगा वो acidity होगा शायद.
And I use cool words like lay off that shit and all. I don't be like, hey, watch it. No. I'll say lay off that shit, dude. But be easy, dude. I'll say like rapper terms.
It's still bad, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if I don't understand this slang. If I was that guy, I would have been
Lay off,
easy. मैं तो comfortable हूँ भाई short sleeve.
Yeah. So like I think like there is like vernacular for certain situations that you need to know. Like making love can only be in English. Like this is what I assume from the way I was raised. Like making love, I can only do it in English. I can't do like dirty talk in Hindi. And this is a very hacky bit that has been done in stand-up quite a bit.
You immediately went into the defensive mode.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, don't worry, this is not a green room.
Yeah. Yeah, so
It's a
like,
safe space. You
like-
can do all your hacky bits.
and then there's like vernaculars for like haggling. You can't do in English when you're like
Haggling?
bargaining.
Okay.
When you're bargaining, you can. In India, you can't do it in English.
If you are in a mall,
Hmm.
then you can probably.
Mall, why would you
Haggle.
even haggle?
Because
Yeah, you can't haggle in the mall.
You can.
You can.
Like
What?
on
You can't buy anything, but
Yeah.
you can go to a Levi's store. This 1 rupee, please.
and then just walk.
So this is not allowed, but you know.
Why?
2 rupees. Bro, I haggled, bro. Leave. Yeah, so haggling you can't do it in English,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, agreed.
And haggling you need to do it in like street lingo. You can't just mere. You can't do that. Hey, saal mein de, like you have.
Another trick of haggling is you always feel, even if you don't get the local slang right, you can always act as if you are automatically उसने तेरे को oppress कर दिया है. भैया इतना थोड़ी होता है यार मैं तो
Oh.
ऐसे just become like this nervous कि why are you trying to bully me, just have that tone and they'll start
Okay.
अच्छा ठीक है, no one wants to deal with like a
Sus.
sus.
Like,
So I become sus immediately.
For the bargains, become sus.
And I make them feel bad. Like sometimes when the auto guys, try to rip me off, while giving them, ठीक है फिर मैं तो क्या ही कर सकता हूँ, आपका ही है यहाँ पे तो सब.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this.
And I make them feel bad that did I exploit my power today on a young man?
Man,
I
why-
just say like
if
yeah.
you're doing that while speaking Hindi, no one gives a shit. They will be like, yes, we took that money.
No, sometimes.
Sometimes it
They
works,
do.
bro.
Because he says
Dude,
that
auto
tone.
people I have met are like assholes.
Bro, it might be because how you look maybe.
This guy looks too sweet. This guy looks.
Yeah,
too
you
sweet.
look too like
You look like the guy.
innocent.
Like, if you asked me that if you wanted weed, I would put like $3,000 more from the actual price. I would sell you weed. Not that I sell weed, but like if you ask me, like, hey, I'm trying to score weed, I'd be like, yeah, it's $8,000 and I'll give you like this much.
Man, that's mean,
You see
dude.
like that.
So mean.
No, but you
see
seem
like that.
easily.
Like the.
How much do we pay you for the podcast?
Yeah, I've actually.
I'll just come back. I'll get water.
Yeah, I've actually told like auto guys straight up like, क्या तुम लोग बकरा ईद बनाते रहते हो, like yeah.
Or like that, if you say that, then dude, Urdu you bring in,
Yeah.
you win. Okay,
Yeah.
Urdu, Kannada, you win.
Yeah.
Okay, but Hindi is like up and all. Fuck no one.
Hindi in South India you'll kind of get hate for that
Yeah.
if you speak Hindi.
Everyone hates you if you.
Go
don't.
easy, dude. तुम लोग बकरा बना रहे हो.
तुम लोग मेरे को बकरा बना रहे
बकरा
हो.
बना रहे हो.
Cyrus Brocha हो क्या आप?
I am very gullible, so I have to like tune up my voice every time I
How
speak
do you
to
tune
someone. I'm about to get scammed by.
How do you tune it up?
Like if I'm buying something from someone, I'll have to be like, hello sir. I just make it deeper.
Deeper, huh?
Yeah, it just works.
Do you walk in with like a face? Like if
Yeah,
see there are some shops
I
that
am
you
very
need to be
intimidating
manly.
if I'm not trying to talk.
Like if you go into like if you're trying to buy spare parts for your scooty or something, you need to be manly in a
Oh yeah,
situation
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. So
You
do you
just man
walk
up.
in with like, hey, मेरे को spark plug चाहिएगा.
Just some like just the rock smirk. You just like go with this. Oh, I do. But this one, you just go like that. It just works.
Can you speak Kannada? Like just say like I went to get bananas, but bananas were over, so I got tomatoes. Can you say that in Kannada?
Banana toda hoide.
Oh my God! It's a different octave altogether.
Yeah, it just works. I can do this for a lot of
Is
people.
this your actual Kannada voice or
No,
are you
no.
putting on? What's your actual like? You're talking to your mom.
Amma, no.
Yeah.
Say like I went to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
bananas, but bananas were over, so I got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
this is the I want to exploit you now.
Yeah, this is
Now do
So
the other
the
one.
natural, the original you can be exploited. So always fake your personality.
yeah.
Never be yourself.
True.
You'll never make it, so keep faking.
This is the anti-motivation.
Never be yourself. Always lie to yourself
Yeah.
and everyone, so that you can live a full
I
life.
just bring out the radio voice every time I'm like about to get scammed. I just bring out.
So you're like, good morning.
This scam is sponsored by me. Yeah. So one thing I noticed, like I was hanging out with a couple of Malayali friends of mine, right? And they speak like normal English, like when speaking English, their voice is like normal. But when they speak Malayalam, it's a different octave
Nasal.
altogether.
A
Yeah.
little nasal.
So I was like, that's why I wanted to check with you. It was your Kannada like, hey!
That's like anime Kannada.
You know, yeah, you can actually interchange Japanese and Kannada and it'll sound the same.
Yeah?
It is.
Wait, let's exercise
Like,
this.
I-
yeah.
Even Korean, I would say.
No, Kannada, it works. Like an old man, Japanese and like Kannada is the same voice.
Let's exercise this, okay?
इधर आके करना कैमरा के सामने.
It's like, arigato. Udate. It's the same voice.
Oh wow, it
Same
is!
voice.
It is actually the same, dude.
It's the same voice.
Oh my god, that is so killer.
Arigato.
Udate. It's just the same voice.
Oh wow. Can we can say it arigato. Utate no. And can you put one, like we can do 2 frames.
Okay.
One frame is one anime and you voice dub it, and one is like
Yedurappa ka face.
arigato. Arigato. Utate no.
Wow, that actually makes sense. Because the grammar structure of Far East languages and South Indian languages is the same. Yeah, I've seen videos as to like a lot of like vocabulary is very similar of Tamil and Japanese.
So some Japanese guy is like teri macho.
Lodu.
Every like if I have to impersonate like Japanese as a language, that's where I go. Like some fucking.
I can do the anime girl voice and the anime guy voice.
Yeah?
I can do that.
Do the
It's
anime
just
girl?
so fucking creepy.
Go for
Shit,
it.
It's the same voice. I'm not kidding. It's so fucking creepy. It's so creepy, dude. It's like,
Is like,
it's the same voice. You can do
Wow.
Just now, voice act them having sex.
it. No,
Just do it.
not
do
making
it.
it
Come
like
on,
it.
bro.
That's the sound you make while you ejaculate. Nashkate. Sulpa badi. You guys wanna give some music recommendation? Quick one song.
Siddhant Bahu. Listen to that shit. This guy has fucking killer
Sad
taste.
Night Dynamite, the whole album actually.
Sad Night Dynamite. It's a band.
It's a
Fucking
band.
write that down.
Oh wow.
What about you? Oh, what was that guy? Rahil?
Hasan Raheem.
Hasan Raheem.
You should check out Hasan Raheem. 3 songs that I like. Only watch those 3.
Okay, yeah, that's a good. I think that's a good idea to recommend music.
Yeah.
We checked out. Yeah,
You want to recommend dildos as well?
yeah.
Three colors I like. But yeah, this was episode 5. We have very little listeners on YouTube, on Instagram. Sometimes it picks up. So if you're watching, and just share.
Yes, yeah, share it up. We also try to keep it clean in this one a little bit better than the previous episode.
Yeah, last episode was just masturbation.
A lot of dick shit in the last previous episode. So we're trying to basically trick the algorithm into thinking we are amazing. So please help us with that shit. I'm Aamer Comic on Instagram. El Hariachi. You need to change that and
It's
make
Who
it into
Hari
something.
now.
Who.Hari.
It's been for a while.
Who.Hari. Okay, yeah. Who.Hari.
@Neelaksh Mathur. Follow us on Instagram. @Standing Donors is this page where we
Put our shit up.
Yeah.
put out. It must be a nice font here.
Yeah.
Recoleta.
Huh?
Recoleta.
Yeah, so please follow Yuck. It's a pretty easy. I think we need to popularize #Yuck. Basically, we need to use that a lot.
Yuck is the name of our podcast.
Yes. Yuck, dude.